Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your Spirit Monthly Messages. Welcome to Divine Conversations as well. My name is Eric. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, welcome. It is very nice to meet you. And if you're returning, what's up, squad? All right, Cancer. So these are your Spirit Monthly Messages, all right? So this is just your messages directly from Spirit for the month. Whatever Spirit wants to talk to you for the month or whatever's going on for you for the month. Keep in mind, guys, that I'm in a transition. If you don't know, if you're new to my channel, I just moved to Puerto Rico. And so I don't have all of my stuff yet. And so I'm not getting it until like maybe sometime in July. So that means I don't have my extensive card collection any longer, or right now at least. So I'm not doing oracle card messages at the very end of this like I normally would. We're just doing strictly tarot here, yeah? All right. Let's get into this. So I have your pre-shuffle here on the table. Start you off with the Page of Swords, which was the first that came out. The Page of Swords with the Three of Wands and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Let's just start there. It's interesting because when I first saw the Page of Swords, I felt like you had your eyes peeled for something. And quite frankly, that already resonates with the love reading that I did for you for Cancer, okay? All of my love readings are over on Patreon. Also, the second half of this reading is also going to be found on Patreon, yeah? So we'll talk about that later, but let's get into this. So I feel like, Cancer, you have your eyes peeled for something. You're watching intently, maybe even waiting for something. For some of you, I feel like you're waiting for someone to make the wrong move. I just heard that that's exactly what you're waiting for. Okay, all right. Some of you are being a little petty. I get it. Okay, that's fine. Like, do you, Cancer? Y'all know how much I love you, so I'm not gonna throw shade at you like that, because ultimately, quite frankly, the reason why you're doing this is because you're on a path that I feel like you're really quite aware of. Whether you want to admit that to yourself or not, I feel like there are some elements to this path you may not really want to admit to yourself on, but you're still kind of well aware that they're a part of this path that you're on, and you're still taking them into account. Whether you want to admit it or not, Cancer. Okay, that's fine. And with the Knight of Swords in reverse here, this is you I just saw 222 on the counter. I feel like this is you being locked and loaded. Like you got that pistol in your back pocket ready, and you're ready. As soon as someone makes that wrong move, you whip that shit out. Bow, bow, bow. You're out of here, right? Okay. I want to go here next. I just want to say, first of all, since I got here to Puerto Rico, I got here June 2nd. And so that's, if you've been watching me for a while, that's why June was such a messy month when it comes to the channel. But today I'm going to focus on Cancer and Leo energy. And let me tell you something. I am in such a great mood for it. I am in like so much extra like guac right now. It's ridiculous. And that's all my Cancers and Leos. Yes. Cancer, back to you. I'm so sorry, guys. Your overall energy right now is the Wheel of Fortune. So whether you're consciously aware of it or not, I feel like you're preparing for a major change. A major change in your life right now. Now, the next part about the situation is the Devil with the Empress and the Three of Pentacles. And quite frankly, I don't feel like the Devil is a bad thing right now. I almost feel like this Devil energy is saying, come at me, bro. I wish a motherfucker would. That's what I feel like this Devil energy is. But you see, there's a balance. I really feel like there's a balance between light and dark within you, because then you have this Empress energy here. So maybe on the surface, you are... Okay, well, wait, no, I get it. Because then with this Three of Pentacles here, okay, so this is what's happening. So you're balancing the good with the bad. You're balancing the positive with the negative. You're in this seeker energy here, trying to figure out what it is you need to continue building whatever foundation you have here, or continue on whatever path you're on. Because there is a major change coming up for you. Okay, and that is something that came out in the love reading too. So if this is resonating with you and you're interested in a love reading, I would recommend that you go follow me on Patreon. They're not, Spirit is saying you're not done yet. It's not over yet. There was something else I needed to say, but I didn't quite grasp it. And we're moving on already, so let's just keep moving. I'm just going to keep moving. Okay, and then whatever else needs to come out, it'll come out later on. All right, Cancer? Cool. So let me give this one more shuffle. That was just your pre-shuffle energy, all right? So let's get into the rest of this here. And let's see what we've got. Your spirit messages for the month of July, yeah? Happy birthday, by the way, all my Cancerians. I love you guys, yes? All right, here we go, Cancer. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for all Cancerians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please bring forward the best messages to serve their highest good for the month of July 2020. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, Cancer, 3 shuffles, yeah? Let's see what we've got for you. 1. For my Cancerians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the month of July 2020. 2. And a 3 skis. Yeah? All right, Cancer. Ooh, excuse me. Cut the deck. Boop. All right. Overall energy for you, Cancer. Interestingly enough, you have the Queen of Cups. Now, this is your energy. It could be another water sign, Pisces or Scorpio, but technically the Queen of Cups is the archetype of Cancer. And it's funny because a number of cards fell out while I was finishing up, cleaning up your pre-shuffle energy. It was the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. You're overburdened by something, Cancer. I can't really tell what this Queen of Cups energy is. I feel like you're allowing yourself to be overburdened by something, or you've been allowing yourself to be overburdened by something, and now you're finally in a process of putting that to rest. You have that with the 4 of Cups, and then you have that with more of your own energy. Whoops, the Chariot, okay? Underneath the Chariot, though, is the 9 of Swords, followed by the Hierophant. This could be family. This very much could be familial. I am getting a feeling from the Queen of Cups here that you've been, you've kind of been lacking in boundaries. Like you've kind of been maybe an emotional dumping ground. Maybe allowing people to just take advantage of you all willy-nilly and constantly giving them the benefit of the doubt when you know it's not necessary, when you know don't need to, especially if this is family. Especially, and with the Hierophant underneath the 9 of Swords, I feel like the reason that you've been doing this, Cancer, if you've been doing this at all, is because of societal pressure, societal views, or maybe family views, family values. It could very well be that energy of, well, so-and-so is your mother, so-and-so is your father, your grandmother, your grandpa, your auntie, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your best friend. Y'all have been best friends since you were in diapers. Fuck that. Fuck all that shit, Cancer. Okay? But I think you're waking up to that. With the 4 of Cups here, the 4 of Cups is an energy of missed opportunities, unrequited love, and boredom. But I think you're starting to see the fact that your energy and efforts are not being reciprocated for what they truly are for the first time, okay? And thus, that is compelling you to start getting into alignment with yourself, with the Chariot. Now, outside of this representing Cancerian energy, the Chariot does represent getting your emotions in check, balance. Oh, look at this! Look at this shit, Cancer. Balancing the light and the dark within you, and that's what I was seeing in the Devil and the Empress, right? In your pre-shuffle. But here, this is also about balancing your emotions, balancing your light, your dark, your good, your bad, your positive, your negative, your masculine, your feminine, because we all have masculine and feminine energies within. And when you get that into balance, that means you're also getting into alignment with the truth of your reality, the truth of your heart, and then that propels you forward. That's using your emotional constitution, with emotional control, emotional awareness, emotional stability, and boundaries represented by a Queen of Cups that is positively aspected, right? Using that to propel you forward. I don't think you're there yet, Cancer. I don't think you're there yet, because at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords and the Hierophant. So I still do think you're dealing with the societal or the familial values that have been holding you in this process or holding you in this type of energy for so long anyway. But I think you're starting to face it, because what I'm getting with this Four of Cups is that you're starting to recognize, you're starting to see over and over again the missed opportunities for you to stand up for yourself. Is how I want to say that. Okay, let's get into the first half of your reading here. First set of surrounding energies for you, Cancer. You have, whoa, the Magician. And this was the first card that came out in your love reading too. Again, if this is resonating with you, then you might want to follow me on Patreon and check out that love reading. Now, the thing about Patreon, I'm going to explain this to you, but the thing about Patreon is that you can't do one reading out. You can't like just buy one reading. So right now, I have a tier set up for $7 a month for love readings, right? But then you get access to all of the love readings, and then you can watch your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and even your Jupiter. That's 5 readings right there per month for $7 a month. You might want to check that out. But here, Cancer, for you, your spirit message for the month is talking about you getting into alignment with your own sense of manifestation. Honey, check it out. The Emperor, not the Emperor. Whoa, okay, this might be a little bit of an Emperor energy. Let's see if that comes out here for you. But the Magician right here is the master manifester. Uses his knowledge and the tools to his disposal, which is all of the material aspects that he's mastered, to create and manipulate the world in his life into what he or she wants it to be. Now, okay, manipulate. That can sound negative. But quite frankly, if you're manifesting your own life, aren't you manipulating the energies around you to get exactly what it is that you want? We're not talking about manipulating other people. Oh, no, 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 no. But you can hold ground, hold firm, hold steady, stand up for yourself. You absolutely can. And why shouldn't you? The Magician is coupled with Temperance. So you are, right now, Cancer, for those of you that are resonating with this reading, you are in the process of becoming the master manifester. And one of the strong lessons that you're having to face right now, which might be pretty difficult for you to face, is the fact that you've been missing out on an opportunity to really stand your ground and hold your own. And there is a certain level of emotional stability and boundaries that are required. A certain amount of stability that is required, and a certain amount of boundaries that are required in order for you to be in this Magician energy. And that's what Temperance is saying here, that you are in the process of becoming the master manifester, becoming the master of your own domain. Very much an Emperor energy, who is the counterpart to the Empress that came out in the beginning of your reading. So maybe the Devil energy could be that masculine Emperor counterpart to the Empress saying, I wish a motherfucker would. Right? Yikes. Okay, Cancer. Let's move on. Second set of surrounding energies for you. Well, shit. The Five of Pentacles. This also came out in your love reading. But this is why you are dealing with this. Five of Pentacles is lack mentality, is not feeling good enough, is not feeling worthy enough. Cancer, you are in fact worthy. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not. Whether that is a familial view that has been held within your family, like you've been a family of paupers for decades upon decades. Shh, you don't have to continue to do that, Cancer, if you don't want to. Because you are the master of your own domain, or you're learning to be the master manifester. You don't have to live a life of poverty just because society tells you that money is evil and you're selfish if you're doing this, that, and the third. Rah, rah, rah. Get over it, Cancer. Because at this point, with that energy, ain't nobody standing in your way but you, because you are the one that continues to choose to accept that belief system. Taking responsibility for yourself and for your actions is also part of being in this Magician energy. That is a tough lesson to learn. Five of Pentacles is coupled with. There you go. There's that Three of Wands that came out in your pre-shuffle. So this is, in fact, part of your path. This is part of your path. And I want to say for a lot of you, for most of you even, the next step on your path is getting over this lack mentality, because this is absolutely standing in your way. You cannot be the master magician, the master manifester in your life if you are continuing to hold this belief system of lack mentality. Your challenge in the first half of your reading. Strength. Oh my God, Cancer. Yes, but here's the thing. Your challenge is to have the strength to stand up for yourself. And to stand up to people that oppose you. And I'm not saying that you have to be some asshole about it. No. But you at least need to have the strength, the sturdiness within yourself to say, I don't believe you. Or, I don't choose to believe in that. I'm not going in that direction. I choose to do something else. Now, for some of you, you also have to tame the beast within. Because it's your ego that has been running amok here. And really driving you crazy, and really kind of reinforcing this lack mentality, that belief system. But that's understandable. Why? Because you've been programmed this way. Our minds are computers, and you can reprogram it. It just takes steady, concerted effort. Was that the right word there? Consistent. Sorry, steady, consistent effort. That's all it takes. Of course, that's easier said than done, but it's still all it takes, right? If you're going to change your belief system, you have to say, you know what? Cancel, clear, delete. We're removing that from our system. We are removing that from the hard drive of our minds, right? All right, cool. We're removing that from the hard drive of our minds, but that doesn't mean we can just whoop, go off and do nothing. No, we have to rewrite the program. We have to take that program that we're trying to delete from the computer of our minds, from our hard drives, right? And it's not even from the RAM, which is random access memory. It's not even, this is like internal storage. This is like long-term storage, right? We have to remove that. And then while we're working on removing that, we also have to work on rewriting the new program, reprogramming ourselves. And that takes strength, Cancer. Especially when you have people around you that are trying to reinforce the program that you're trying to let go of. You know what I'm saying? Girl, please. Boy, bye. Bro, let me tell you something. Get that shit under control. Because you are the master manifester. Strength is coupled with more mirroring from your love reading. Holy moly, the Six of Cups. It's time for you to reconnect with your sense of innocence, Cancer. It's time for you to reconnect with your sense of inner child. The inner child within. What is it that you truly want, Cancer? What is the life that you really want to live, Cancer? Do it. And believe you can do it. Believe in yourself and believe in what your inner child has to say, because your inner child is very valid. More valid than what your ego has to put out there. Because your inner child is your sense of innocence. Yeah? Closing message or... No, yes. Closing message or potential outcome in the first half of your reading here. There you go. There's that peanut gallery. There are all the people around you that are trying to reinforce the belief systems that you are actively working your way out of. Thankfully, it's the Five of Wands and not the Five of Swords. But in this case, it's just as damaging. And I feel like for some of you, you just have to stop fighting. Stop giving in. Stop feeding the ego battle, too. Five of Wands is coupled with the Seven of Swords. But quite frankly, Cancer, this is you needing to just get the fuck up out of there. Like, discreetly. So what this is kind of saying, Five of Wands with the Seven of Swords, is we're aware that this is just one big ego battle. So if it takes you handling this situation on your own without anybody else around you knowing about it, by all means, baby boy, baby girl, baby boy, do it. Because that's going to serve you in the end. That's going to help you in the end. In some situations, there are people around you that are only going to try to sabotage you with this Five of Wands energy. So don't give them the opportunity. Okay? I'm going to take the second half of this reading over to Patreon. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like a personal reading with me, please go ahead and email me. All of the information is in the description box below. But with that said, I hope you guys have a fantastic month, a fantastic birthday month, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading for the month of August, if I don't see you on Patreon. Yeah? Take care. Mwah!